There is another beautiful verse that I like to share some thoughts with you. In 2 Corinthians 10:3, it says, "For though we live in this world, we do not wage war as the world does." Once we become God's child, we are no longer part of this world spiritually. So though we live in this world, the things that we fight or the problems that we have in this world, we don't fight the same way the other people does. So the non-believers fight the battle in this world differently, and the Christians, when you become a God's child, you fight the battles differently. So that's what this verse says. This verse says that once you become a God's child, everything that you fight in this world are not as same as the non-believers who fight. So the people who doesn't know God, who have not received Christ in their life, the fight they are fighting is way different from the fight that we fight once we become God's child. So we have to have the thought in us where we start to fight the fight with faith. We overcome anything that comes in our way. So for example, a non-believer who has not accepted Christ in his life, a normal person, he always seeks to fight to come up in his life, to be the richest person, to be the wealthy paid person in this world. But for us as God's child, we fight the fight to live holy, to live in faith till the end, so that when we die, we have to go to God. And we fight the fight of the temptations or the troubles that the devil gives us just to decrease our faith while we are on this earth. But that is not the same for a non-believer. For him, the fight will be different. But for us, the fight that Satan gives in this world will be for us to step out of God's presence or to disobey God's word. So this kind of fight is very different from a non-believer. So we as Christians, we don't wage war or fight as the world does. The world goes for something else, and we fight to guard our faith, to guard our hope, to guard our holiness in Christ. So that is the biggest fight. A non-believer cannot understand what we fight in our spiritual life. So don't ever confuse yourself with the problems or compare yourself with a non-believer or the worldly people, that the fight of your life and the fight of them. Your life, once you become, everyone has a purpose. God has given us a different purpose. So I encourage you not to get yourself discouraged by seeing how the worldly people are fighting their way, and that compare yourself and fight the way they do. Don't ever fight the way that worldly people does. Your fight is different from the way that we fight our battles in our life. So open your eyes, ask God the wisdom, and He will guide you. He will help us to fight the battle and help us to overcome in our life.